recently had a Christian tell me that because I don't believe in Jesus, I am morally hindered and cannot be as good a person as a Christian.
Actually, the reason why someone doesn't believe in Jesus is because they're morally hindered. It's the other way around.
When I hear somebody say something like this, I typically begin with this question. You know that I'm a non-believer, and according to your God, non-believers like myself deserve eternal torture. Do you?
Whoa! Where is he getting this from? Certainly not from the Bible. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only son so that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. Okay? The wages of sin is death, not eternal torture. Fear God who can destroy both soul and body in hell, not fear God who can keep soul and body in hell alive forever to torture it. It's ridiculous.
Do you agree with your God that I, being a non-believer, deserve eternal torture? The response I get least frequently is someone who looks me in the eyes and says yes, which right off the bat puts most Christians at odds with their God.
It's because most Christians don't actually know about the biblical version of hell, a place where the soul and body dies, not a place where the soul and body gets tortured forever.
Interesting. Now, because most Christians can sense how truly psychopathic it would be to sentence someone to an eternity of hell, the response that I get most frequently is the politician's response. Well, Kyle, it's not really up to me. Well, that's not the question I asked. It's pretty challenging to get a Christian to answer this question in a straightforward manner because it really puts them in an awkward place where A, they have to defend the indefensible, which is me burning forever in hell because I don't believe what they do, and questioning the unquestionable, which is the will of their God. It provides me a lot of comfort and relief when I see Christians really struggle with this question because it means they're not dead inside. From time to time, I get a Christian who thinks that he's witty and says, well, Kyle, you're the one who sends you to hell.
I also hate it when Christians say that because the Bible makes it explicitly clear that it is God who sends people to hell. People get thrown into the lake of fire. People are not going to be jumping into the lake of fire when they see what it actually is.
It's always such a disappointing response because all they're doing is making God not responsible for his own actions and making me responsible for their God. Kind of reminiscent of the situation where the husband is abusing his wife and says, you're the one who's making me do this. There's a book called Sophie's Choice in which a Holocaust survivor is faced with an impossible question given her by a sadistic doctor. The doctor explains that of her two children, one of them will be Gap.
I think I've had enough of this.